I'm Brian Christner, and this is The Byte, a bite-sized podcast about containers, cloud, and tech.
In this episode, we're going to talk about Keybase, Keybase.io. Keybase is not only a chat platform, it's also a way that we can share encrypted files with people. Now, I really cringe when somebody sends me credentials via email or text or SMS, WhatsApp, etc. Because, it's really not the way we should be sharing it. We should really be encrypting this, sending it, and decrypting it. When it's talking about credentials, it's secure stuff. If you're sending out your credentials to your bank account, you don't want this going over your public Slack channel or on a WhatsApp group, right? You want to keep this quite private. Now, the benefits of Keybase is it takes the concept of identity. Identity is a difficult thing. In person, we see someone, we know someone, we validate, hey, I know this person. In computers, somebody says, hey, I am Brian, but you have to trust that it's Brian. Now, what Keybase allows you to do is actually verify yourself by multiple means. So you can verify yourself by PGP, your Twitter account, different social profiles, your website, Bitcoin IDs. And once you establish this, you build like kind of a trust of your profile. It's like validating that you're actually you. Now, as people start following you, it actually builds the trust even more because now people are validating, yes, this is Brian and it is his Twitter account, and it builds this trust profile for you. Now, what this allows us to do is then share encrypted files with other people. I can actually just use their Twitter handle and I can share an encrypted file with somebody via Twitter. Keybase and scrapes Twitter and verifies that this is actually the user that I'm targeting, and it decrypts the message this way. I use Keybase as a sole purpose of, some sort of chat, but also using team file sharing. So it has a team functionality where I can share files within the team that's all encrypted, and everyone within the team has to decrypt this and then be able to view what these files are, passwords, SSH keys, whatever we put in there. But additionally, I can share files with customers. I can share it with whoever I want to delegate with. The command line interface is great because I can do all these encryption on the fly. I can determine what encryption techniques I want to use. I can, chat with various people. I can find different people on there. It's really popular within the crypto segment because, it's using a lot of this technology that crypto's using as a chat platform. And like I said, it's becoming more of a standard way of sharing credentials. So I know like in the Terraform world, people use it quite often to share credentials back and forth as a secure method because Keybase is open source. It has several security audits done to it. So it's pretty well validated as a proper platform. And then you compare it to other platforms like WhatsApp and things like this. We don't really know what's happening behind the scenes because it's all closed source. We know they're doing metrics tracking and all these things where if it's open source, we can actually look at it and see what's going on. And it has the potential to interface to anything we want to use. Now, like I said, my user profile is Brian_56K Cloud. And we set up a team account, invited different team members in it, and I have several different team accounts. And through the command line, I can actually access the team account. So it's just a file share. And it's quite interesting. Let me just put my command prompt because I go into Keybase and cd Keybase. And in here I can see, okay, I have a private, public, and team. I can go into public and then I can see all the different users in there. So basically you go my username, double point, and someone else's username, and you can create instantly a share with that person. It's my username, comma, the username of the person you want to share with, and it instantly makes a share available for both of us. I can see my username with, for example, other people we work with, and I can actually put a file into this directory and it automatically puts it into this person's directory, encrypted, so only they can decrypt it and bring it down with their keys. Very cool. I can also put extra encryption on it, so if I encrypt a certain file, then they have to use a certain encryption to decrypt it. And it just adds an extra layer of security. I feel much better this way. So, I mean, if you have any takeaway from this, don't share your credentials via email or SMS or text. Find an encryption method that you can use to share credentials. Keybase is something that I recommend, so keybase.io. Give it a try. I mean, it's quite good. It works on the cell phone, it works on web, and also has a nice command line tool. That's all for today. Have a great day, and we will see you next time.
Thank you for listening to this episode of The Byte. You can find the show notes at thebyte.io and follow me on Twitter at I Do My Own Tricks.